Royal Rumble 2016. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Let's talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me once again. I appreciate you being here today. I got something kind of special for you. Well, special, that's subjective, but it's my second annual Royal Rumble review. I haven't done a wrestling show review in a long time. Probably the Royal Rumble last year was the last show I reviewed. Unless you want to count my little WrestleMania 31 live rant thing. Whatever. Anyway, the show last night, I felt a certain type of way about it, so I figured I would just do a little bit of a review, tell you guys what I thought about it quickly. Not, I want to do one of these long, dragged-out things, just kind of give you guys my thoughts and kind of see how you guys felt. So let's jump right into the easy stuff. The matches on the actual card, most of them were pretty damn good. Ambrose and Kevin Owens' Last Man Standing was a great way to start the show. It was awesome. It was literally awesome. Sometimes you're kind of worried about a last man standing match. You have weapons involved. Like, how far are they going to go in this era? You know what I mean? Because there's not going to be blood everywhere. It's not going to be too crazy. But I think they pushed the limits just enough so that, like, a longtime fan like myself could enjoy it, but it's still, friendly for the whole family, whatever you want to say. But that match was great. Those two have phenomenal chemistry. I have nothing bad to say about that match. After that was the tag team title match. New Day doing what New Day does, as always. Never really have a bad word to say about them. I do kind of think it's time for some new tag teams to come up, because you got New Day, you got Usos. Lucha Dragons are not together right now for obvious reasons. Primetime players. Titus is off doing who knows what. Who else is there? You know what I mean? So maybe someone like the Vaudevillains can get brought up soon. Enzo and Cass, I'd love to see them get brought up. Blake and Murphy even. We need some more diversity in the tag team division so that these rivalries don't get too watered down. Seeing the Usos and the New Day, one after the other gets kind of iffy. But again, they put on good matches, so I can't really complain too much. But New Day picked up the win, still the tag team champs. Nothing bad to say about that. U.S. title match. Kalisto picked up the U.S. title once again from Alberto Del Rio. It kind of a head scratcher as to why they would give him the belt, make him drop it, and then give it back to him at the Rumble. I feel like maybe the build-up would have been a little better if it just had built up to the Rumble. That would be Kalisto's first U.S. title win. I think it might have meant more, might have got a better reaction. It still got a good reaction anyway. And it was a very good match. Couple iffy spots in there, but I think overall it was solid. Del Rio, people say what you want about Del Rio. He's a pretty solid, consistent worker. You know what I mean? But again, can't really say anything too negative about that. The Divas match, Charlotte and Becky. I love these two, first of all. The match, it just kind of, I feel like it didn't flow as well as some of their other matches have. Not even their matches with each other, but some of the matches that they have individually. I think just something for me just wasn't really clicking. I was hoping they'd give the title to Becky. The Ric Flair situation is, how do I say this? I love Rick. Don't get me wrong. No, just like everybody else, Ric Flair is a legend, and I have the utmost respect for him. But his involvement in this angle is a little too much. I think it takes away from the point. And the point is having two incredible women battle it out, for something that means a lot to them, which is, of course, the Divas Championship. I was hoping Becky would kind of pick up the win after all this back and forth, and then Sasha comes out, and anything negative I have to say completely disappears. So, is this leading to a triple threat? Sasha, Becky, Charlotte at Mania? I'd be okay with that. I just hope Becky doesn't get pushed aside. I feel like Sasha is the right direction to go in as like the forefront of the division, but you got to get Becky in there. I would love to see Bayley come over at some point. Charlotte obviously is solid always. So it's a good time for the Divas division. I think these next couple months are really going to show what these ladies can actually do, which is something I'm looking forward to. Not only for me, but for the fans who's like, Divas matches, they're bathroom breaks and they're this and they're that. Like, I'm glad that those people might actually start being a little more interested in what's going on, because they do put on some good matches. So it's just all about getting the right people together, making the story right, and when it all comes together like that, they really do no wrong. So that was that. That's the Divas. Is that all the matches? Is all the matches leading up to the Rumble? I think so. Either way, whatever. I'm here to talk about the Rumble match itself, okay? Let me rewind the clock a little bit. 2015, Royal Rumble, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I was there. I did a review afterwards. We were not happy. Collectively, as a crowd, Philadelphia was not happy. Not just because Roman won. Because at the time, I was like, Roman's going to win? Okay, whatever. Cool. It's the way they went about booking it. Daniel Bryan was in for a good 6 minutes. Dolph Ziggler was in for a good 3 minutes. Ambrose didn't have much of a showing. It was really sloppy. It didn't really seem very well thought out, like booking-wise. I hate to use words like that, but from that perspective, I don't think it was put together very well. Now, fast forward to 2016. One of the better booked Rumbles, I think, that we've seen in a very, very long time. It's all about Roman Reigns and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay, I know a lot of people are kind of over that, which is fine. But you had to think something was going to happen. There's no way this dude is going to last till the end and win it and, have a repeat of last year. Something's got to go down, right? Some shit went down. Roman Reigns number 1, Rusev number 2. I actually thought Big Show was going to be number 2. Sometimes I'm good at picking random spots here and there, but it was not Big Show. It was Rusev. Big Show came later. And then number 3 in the Royal Rumble. If you didn't catch it, I highly recommend you go back and watch it. A man, you might have heard of him, by the name of AJ Styles, debuted at number 3 in the Royal Rumble. Let's talk about that first. The rumors have been going on for weeks. Everybody heard the rumors about picking up people from New Japan, Nakamura, Styles, some Bull Club members, maybe, maybe not, who's signed, who's not, when are they coming, it was all rumors. There was nothing definite as far as what I heard, and I try to kind of stay away from too many news and rumors. I've done that so much in the past, a couple years, that I've noticed it takes away from your, enjoyment of the show. If you know so much about what's going to happen, why bother? You know what I mean? So I try to stay away from too much and kind of let the knowledge come from what is told to me versus what I go looking for. You know what I mean? So I had heard about AJ obviously coming over, but truth be told, I did not expect him to be in the Royal Rumble. I didn't. I thought maybe he'd be on Raw, or they'd do some vignettes leading up to it or something. I did not expect he would be in the Rumble match itself, especially not at number 3. Maybe 28, 29, 30. Not number 3. Now, to address a complaint that I've heard a little bit about him being, why would you have him in at number 3, not have him last to the end, have him, bro, he was in there for 20 minutes. He got all his shit in for the most part. He made everybody else look fucking awesome. I'm talking people like Ryback, Big Show. He was selling for everybody, and he looked awesome doing it. He got to showcase who he was in that moment. And I think, I don't know him personally, honestly, but I'm pretty sure that he is satisfied with what he was able to do in the Rumble. His music, that's dope. That's a really dope theme. I like that a lot. So I can't wait till they put that online. I could just listen to it a couple times. Great music. I didn't love the way it was visually presented. Let's just focus on Roman Reigns' face. I would have liked to, because there's videos online of people who were at the arena, and you could see the shot of what's going down on the Titantron, and it's I am, and then it starts to fade away, and it goes phenomenal, and that's when the crowd's I would have loved to have seen that on TV, because you're watching at home, you're behind the crowd, you see Roman Reigns' face, you hear this music you don't know, and then you hear the crowd explode. And then there's a good 2-3 seconds where you're like, what the hell is going on? And then they finally show AJ, and I lost my shit. And Michelle was right next to me losing her shit. It was a great moment. It was a great, great moment. I just wish visually that we got a little more watching from home. At the arena, anybody that was there, I can't even imagine what was going on in your minds. Like, I was there at Survivor Series when Sting debuted. Seeing Sting's Titantron and hearing Sting's music, that arena absolutely lost its shit. And I would probably wager to guess that AJ's reaction wasn't too much different from that. So if you were there live, congratulations, because you witnessed history. I'll talk a little more about AJ in a second, but there's a couple other things in the Rumble I wanted to address. I should have wrote notes or something. I'm just going off the top of my head. Sami Zayn, thank God, deserved that spot. And he came in at a perfect spot. Kevin Owens comes in. Goddamn Kevin Owens, who is so good at everything he does. He absolutely, he shot up my list of like top 5 favorites. He shot up that list. And going back to his match with Ambrose, this whole rivalry with him also, in my eyes, brought Ambrose up a little bit more. So it's just, those two are amazing right now. Kevin Owens comes in. Welcome to WWE, throws Styles over the top rope, crowd boos, obviously, but it's like, it's Kevin Owens. Like, that's the perfect person to eliminate AJ Styles, I think. They were going at it in the ring. Maybe that sets up something between those two, which is bonerific. So, who knows? But then Sami Zayn comes out. And here's where you learned, I'm talking to WWE, here's where you learned from your mistakes last year. You eliminate Daniel Bryan, and then you have nothing to counter that with. You know what I mean? It's like you eliminate Daniel Bryan when there's 3 people left in the Rumble. None of them are really going to bring the crowd back up after that. Everybody wanted AJ to win the Rumble. Let's be honest. 90% of the people that I saw on Twitter, oh, I hope AJ wins, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I was under no impression that he was going to win. I wouldn't have hated if he won, but I don't think that was the right time. I think what happened as far as his appearance was exactly what should have happened. So I have no, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't necessarily believe that he should have won the title and won the Rumble. I think exactly what happened with him was pretty damn good. He gets eliminated. Something is missing in the Rumble. Boom, here comes Sami Zayn making his first ever Rumble appearance. Crowd goes wild. I went wild. Perfect. Because now the crowd isn't going to chant AJ Styles the rest of the match because they have something maybe not equally as exciting because this is AJ's first time ever in WWE. All right, not first time ever in WWE. They're like, everybody's like, oh, well, it's not his debut because he was here and, he did a dark match and he did develop. Like, Timmy, shut up. Doesn't count. AJ Styles, the AJ Styles, made his debut last night. Yeah, everyone and their mother at some point was a jobber or developmental person somewhere. Maybe in WWE, maybe in WCW, maybe somewhere else. Last night was AJ Styles' debut. And last night was Sami Zayn's Royal Rumble debut. So that moment, I think, was very, very big, and I was very excited about that. 2 thumbs up for that. As the Rumble went on, the final 4, Sheamus, Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, Triple H. Triple H comes out at 30. I was thinking, everybody was talking about, Triple H is going to be in the Rumble. Maybe he'll be at 31. First of all, let me address that real quick. Who the fuck started that shit with number 31? I really, where did that come from? Because all week long, there's going to be a number 31. Oh, Vince is going to come out and say that there's a number 31, 30, all week long. And I was like, that's the dumbest shit I ever heard, and that's not going to happen. I just want to put that on record. So, Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, Triple H at number 30. I was hoping for Daniel Bryan at number 30. Oh, I was praying and wishing that this whole he's not cleared thing was, not true, and they were just going to absolutely blow us away. But Triple H number 30, okay, still cool moment or whatever. Sheamus gets thrown out by Roman Reigns. Triple H throws out Roman Reigns. Triple H does the most epic suck-it movements I've ever seen in my entire life. And it's down to Ambrose and Triple H. I knew Triple H was going to win. I knew it was going to happen. But at the same time, I still was like, God damn it, please let it be Ambrose. That would have been such an epic moment, something no one would have seen that coming. No one would have seen Ambrose retaining the Intercontinental Championship and winning the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. That could set up so many different scenarios. You can still get to WrestleMania with Roman and Triple H. My recent issues with the Rumble is that obviously by the time the Rumble comes around, usually the WrestleMania plans are set, not necessarily in stone, but they're set. You know what I mean? They have their plan. We want Brock and oh, I didn't even talk about Brock and the Wyatt family. Brock getting thrown out by 3 people, had to come back in and take his ass out when he was whooping ass. I thought he might win. Maybe we're going Brock and Bray for WrestleMania. Who knows? But back to what I was saying. At the Rumble, by that time, usually the stuff for Mania is already set up, right? So if you know kind of the direction they're going in, if you hear about it, or if you get an idea in your head, you kind of know how the Rumble is gonna go. So I would like to see a Rumble where it's being pushed a certain way. It's gonna be Roman and Triple H at WrestleMania. It's gonna be this and this. Like, okay, that's fine, but the Rumble, shake that up a little bit. You know what I mean? Give us something that's not necessarily expected. We know the top 4 spots at Mania are probably gonna be Roman, Triple H, Brock, maybe Rock. But at least you know those 3, Roman, Triple H, Brock, are going to be at the top of the WrestleMania card, period. That's going to happen. So you would expect then naturally that since this Royal Rumble match was for the title, one of those 3 are likely going to walk away with it. That's when you say, okay, well, instead we'll throw Dean Ambrose at him because they'll never see that coming. We can have Ambrose, you can have Triple H say, listen, you can't hold 2 titles, so I'm stripping you of the Intercontinental Championship, and have a tournament for it, have a friggin' ladder match for it, I don't know, have something for the Intercontinental title, and at Fastlane, pull something over on Ambrose, get the title off of him, put it on Triple H, put it on Roman, there's so many scenarios that could have worked out. Like, you can still, I think the problem is, again, I'm not trying to make judgments. I'm not in these writing meetings. I can't really judge that much. But it seems like everyone's so hooked on the WrestleMania plans that, it's going to be a straight road. No, let's not take some chances and do this and this. Let's make sure we stay on the beaten path, which is, sometimes makes things predictable. And I would like to see that switched up every now and then. But Triple H wins the Royal Rumble, wins the WWE World Heavyweight Championship for the 14th time, right? 14th. And Monday Night Raw is going to be pretty soon, right after I post this. Hopefully you're watching this right before Raw, maybe during Raw. So I'm actually really excited about Raw. Haven't been excited about Raw in a long time. But with AJ potentially being there, there's a rumor about a major star appearing on Raw tonight. So who knows what could happen. But overall, that was one of the best booked Rumbles in the last few years. Triple H and Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. All right, whatever. Maybe Brock and Bray. Rock is going to be involved somehow, some way, shape, or form. I'm hearing Austin's going to be involved. Probably, I'm certain, not in a match, but in some way, shape, or form. So WrestleMania could be pretty damn good, and it has to be pretty damn good. Who's the Undertaker going to wrestle? Are any of these injured competitors going to be back in time for WrestleMania? God, could you imagine that Rumble? The Rumble, I thought it was damn good. I thought it was a damn good Rumble, period. I'm the kind of person, if you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say it at all, which is why I don't necessarily review Raws or review pay-per-views, because if I don't like it, there's no reason to talk about it. I'm not that wrestling fan that's like, fuck this, it's terrible, but let's keep talking about how terrible it is, so that, I'm like, if it's bad, I'll wait till it's good, or I'll try to maybe give an idea about how I think it could be better. I don't know. But I very much enjoyed it. I enjoyed the Rumble. I'm looking forward to Raw tonight. AJ Styles is in WWE. Holy shit. Bullet Club right around the corner. Nakamura right around the corner. Major star returning tonight. It could be Orton. It could be Daniel Bryan. It could be Rock. It's in Miami tonight, I think, so it's probably going to be Rock. I don't know, man. This is the best time to be a wrestling fan. On the road to WrestleMania, Rumble to WrestleMania is always the best time of the year. So let's hope they give us something that is pretty awesome. So I've rambled 20-something minutes. I rambled way too long. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this review. I don't know how many things I'm going to do. If this video does really well, maybe I'll do more. So hit that like button as hard as you can if you do want to see more. And of course, I'll look at the likes and the comments and kind of see how it does. If it does well, maybe there will be more. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate your support. Stay tuned for much more. Enjoy Raw tonight. Enjoy the other videos on the channel this week. Going to be some different stuff, some really cool stuff. So stay tuned for that. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.